Hey there, I'm Alan Matthews from Classical Guitar Shed, and in this video we're going to be talking about the A7 chord. We'll be talking about how to practice it, how to play it with other chords and practice it with other chords, all these things and more. If you enjoy this, please do subscribe to this channel and click the bell for the notifications. So let's take a look at this A7 chord. Looking at this grid, the lines going up and down represent the strings. From left to right is from low sounding to high sounding. The frets are represented by the horizontal lines, the side to side lines, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The finger numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up above we have X's and O's. And that X, that first one, means do not play that low 6th string. So we're gonna not play that one. It doesn't sound so bad if you play it, but it's not perfect. So then we do have the open 5th string, and this is the root of the chord, an A string and an A note. It's named for that note. So then we're gonna place the 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. We have an open string on the 3rd string, and then the 3rd finger on the 2nd string, and the 2nd string, 2nd fret, and then an open 1st string. So that is a lovely A7 chord. Now, you can play it with these fingers. You could also think of your regular A chord if you already play it with whatever fingers without the middle one, but it's much easier to just use these fingers. You'll sometimes use other fingers like the 1 and 2, depending on if you're playing a piece of music, depending on what else is going on around it. But as far as just grabbing this chord, I think it's much easier with just the 2 and the 3. So that is the way to play that. You want to keep a nice tunnel in your hand. Because we have these open strings interspersed throughout here, we don't want to mute any of those out. And so, how do we do that? We come straight down on the notes. And to do that, we make a nice curve. In a hand like this, nice curved hand. We don't want to do this, so we don't want to crimp that thumb up there. We also don't want to lock our hand all up like this by doing that thumb tip joint on the back like that. That creates a lot of tension. So just this pad of the finger right here of the thumb is touching the back of the guitar. Other things that I see people doing that are not so great is gluing this side of their finger, of their index finger here, to the side of the guitar. That's limiting. It just makes it to where it's harder to move to other things. So keep some space in that. If you're playing with your guitar really low, then you're gonna run into some problems, to some limitations to your movement and to your speed and everything else over time. So it's better to get the neck up, if not as much as this. I like to put this tuning key, this first tuning key, about at eye level, but even just a little bit of raised neck will make it way easier on your body. You can sit up straighter, it's better on your back, better on your neck. It's just better all around for playing the guitar. You can get up underneath the fretboard. So as we're playing this, notice also this shape of my arm right here. It's not like this, which will create an extreme angle in my wrist. We don't want that. Instead, we want to bring that elbow out. Keep your shoulder nice and released. Bring that elbow out because we have more than one finger playing on the same fret, the 2nd fret, these are both there. And because we want to play right up by the fret, not way back here in the background or right on top of the fret, we want to play right behind the fret. That's what's going to always sound best. Then we need to come in at an angle so that both of those fingers can get comfortably up to the fret. If we're coming in too straight across like this 2nd finger is going to be hard pressed to actually get up to the fret. So instead, we can just kick that wrist back just a little bit like this using the arm, and we're coming into the guitar this way. And then that means that both of those fingers can get right up to the fret, nice and comfy. So as we're doing that, we have a lot of space right here, like I said, and that's a nice thing. So once you're practicing this, you can grab it, shake it out, release bring it back up, bring it back up, bring it back up, and just practice just grabbing the chord in that way. You can touch the strings first and then press so that you get out of the habit of pressing as soon as you touch, which is a beginner habit that is really, it's worth getting rid of that habit. So to be able to touch the strings without pressing is a great thing. Also, if you're a strummer, then being able to just release the grip but still touch the strings is a common strumming technique. not so much with this chord, but with others, is to be able just to mute the strings by stopping them, but still touching them. So this is the A7 chord. What other chords does this play nicely with? Well, we oftentimes see the A7 in conjunction with the D chord, so you can practice going back and forth here. When you do, the third finger will just slide up one fret. So whenever you're practicing between chords, switching your chords, notice if something stays on the same string or stays even on the same note. Nothing stays on the same note with this chord, with these two chords, but this D, this third finger I meant, slides up a fret to get to the D chord. So we can look at that and notice what the other fingers are doing. So what is this one doing? The second finger then is moving over to the second fret of the first string. So you can just practice and look at what is each finger doing. And then this finger needs to come in. Now, if you're doing this in a particular order, like you're going from A7, sliding the 3 up, then putting the 2, then putting the 1, right? So we have 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Or back with the 1 and then the 2. Whatever your order is, change that order up. So it could be that you then just you could think of it in a different order. And this will just help you to speed up your learning because you're just challenging yourself in a new way with it. Other chords that this could play with, if we're playing in a blues song, it might be with E7. Very commonly heard in that way. D minor is another. So the D minor, both of those are going to be also with the D7. So all of the Ds, we will find the A7 with. And so those are the most common ones right there. So as you practice this, practice being loose in your body, loose in your face and your mind, soften your eyes, let it be a little bit easy, at least pretend that it's easy, and go back and forth as gently as possible, trying to keep some ease in there, touch the strings, and then press. And keep your hands in a really nice position. Keep your body upright. Smile a little bit. And you will learn quickly and effortlessly to switch this chord in with all of your other chords. It will come faster and faster the more ease you bring to it and the more awareness of what each finger is doing you bring to it. And that's really the key to switching chords and knowing the chords and switching between them quickly. All right, hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to this channel and I look forward to seeing you again in the near future. Take care, bye-bye.